Heed well, listeners, for this world is darkness and pain. From the ice-capped mountains of Jotunheim to the untamed steppes in all their wild splendor. From shrouded Ophir, where dark creatures perform darker rites, to civilized lands like Argos and Zamar, where humans seek diversions, while their petty rulers wage endless war upon one another. The Stygian blackness of night encroaches from all sides, but some there are who stand against it. For revenge, for power, for bloodlust, or for principle. They bring their steel against this world. Throck of the wild barbarians, Arven of the Shadar Kai, Daro the Faceless One, and Raylan, the Promised One, Herald of Zelios. Against all they survey, these four will prevail. Or they will perish.
Hello, and welcome to Shadows of Archonia, our weekly 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons game. Hello, Canuck! Canuck is here already in the chat. If you're watching, if you're watching us on YouTube, you should come by our Twitch stream on Friday nights at 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, because that's when you can jump in the chat and we might say hi to you. And Palladian Rebel is here. Hello. So, my name is Steve Boshear. I'll be your dungeon master for the evening. Let's have our players introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Joshua. I'll be playing Throck.
Joshua, I'd like to ask, what's on your shirt? Are they tiny bears?
Oh yeah, man, I get that question all the time. No, it's little surfboards and palm trees and those van bus things that you put your surfboard on top of. Allegedly, I don't know what that's all about.
Okay, new campaign goal: get Throck to the beach. All right, sorry to interrupt. You guys may continue your introductions.
And put him on a board to try to figure out surfing.
Yeah.
We're gonna get rid of you.
Surfing Throck would be amazing.
Yes.
I'm Alan, and I think I left off.
Sorry for the.
I can't remember where I left off.
You were Zelios. One of the very last things that happened was Throck slapping Zelios for saying something about
no, he
women.
didn't get to me. I ran off.
It was actually ambiguous whether he got you or not.
I was like in mid-run. But anyway, I'm wearing a skull because.
Yeah.
Because.
Good.
Are we doing shirts? Should I have worn a blue shirt?
We're always doing shirts. If you're not on board, I don't know what to tell you. Sound okay, everybody? It looks like it should be.
Sound good to me.
No one responded, so I guess it's
it's
okay.
It's pants that we're not doing.
Right.
Yeah.
No pants.
Well, there's that one reporter who went on TV with the camera a little too low.
Dope.
Oh, I saw that.
You know what I found out? I feel bad saying this, but it's the truth. That reporter that happened to is Will Reeve, son of Christopher Reeve.
Oh.
No, it makes sense.
I told that to Sarah, and then she started making jokes about no phone booths being available and so forth.
Wow.
I'm sure everyone in our chat gets the reference.
Yep. All right, continue your intros. We got to get through this at some point.
Carolyn playing often.
And I'm Matt playing Darrow.
You too. Good job. All right. All right. So
no muss, no fuss.
If you've ever watched our stream before, you know that we make heavy use of a third-party 5th edition supplement called the Dark Arts Player's Companion. It is free to download in PDF form. It's created by a Reddit user named JonoMan3000. I highly recommend that you go look it up. Both the PDF, which currently, as of tonight, I think is in its 3rd edition, but there may be more down the road, and not only look up the PDF, but also look up JonoMan3000 because he does a lot of other 5th edition work as well. This is unofficial third-party content, but like I said, we make a lot of use of it. 3 of our 4 players have elements of their characters coming directly from that source book. So we love it a lot. It's got races, subclasses, spells, monsters, the whole bit. You just saw a few minutes ago our intro, and that was music by J-Man at OurMusicBox. Check out his YouTube channel, OurMusicBox. He has hundreds of free-to-use music tracks. He only asks for credit in exchange for anyone in the creative community using the music that he has shared. I have not been able to ever reach him. I'm not sure if he's still active, but his stuff is still out there. So by all means, go check him out and drop him a donation or two if you can find a way to do so. The voiceover in that intro was by Alexander George M.S, who's a friend of the show. And the artwork in the intro was by myself. I go by Mighty Works Character Portraits on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and by my real name, Steve Boshear, on ArtStation. I do take commissions for digital 3D character portraits for your tabletop game characters. If you'd like one, reach out to me through one of those platforms, and we'll talk. If you like our show, or you want to talk to us about anything, or you just like collecting Discord servers, go to our Discord. There's a link below the video that you're watching right now, whether you're on YouTube or on the Twitch site. There is a link to our Discord below. We love talking to our viewers. We love talking to people that we might eventually convince to be viewers. And there is exclusive story content in some of the channels. There is a channel exclusively for conversations that happen inside Raylan and Zalios' shared head. There is a channel exclusively for when Darrow misses sessions and we role-play side adventures for him. I can't
even remember the last time Darrow has missed a session. It feels nice.
Well, there's reasons for that.
Silver lining in the quarantine.
Yeah, silver lining in the quarantine. Anyone who hasn't been watching since before quarantine, we, of course, usually all meet here in this room, but COVID-19. So everybody's at their own house, except Carolyn, who's at someone else's house. R.I.P. Yeah. I think that's it for our intro. Definitely check out that Discord. Anything I forgot, guys?
Don't think so.
What are we plugging? Anybody plugging anything else?
Alan?
I mean, I do stream too. I don't think we ever mentioned that I stream.
We rarely mention it on stream, if ever. Alan has his own Twitch channel, LaserCat006.
On Twitch. LaserCat006 on LaserCat006 on Twitch. And I stream a lot of different kind of games. Mostly card games.
Video games.
Mostly card games.
Well, video game card games.
And look forward to the future when Steve's kids are playing Minecraft on stream.
Oh boy, you don't know how hard it is to talk them out of that on a daily basis.
I bet.
The next big Minecraft streamers.
All right. Well, if that's all, I'll do a recap. You guys have been traveling through Lethia. Canuck watched your stream the other day, Alan.
I know, he was there.
Cool. All right.
Thank you. You're the best. You're the best.
You guys have been traveling through Lethia. You started way down in the capital city of Leth, and you headed up through this whole road here. And when we left off, you guys were in the little farming village of Quietus.
Which wasn't so Quietus.
No.
Sorry, I had to.
A lot of these town names are modified words from the thesaurus for death, by the way. Quietus isn't even modified. That's just a word that means death. There you go. A little behind the screen moment for you guys. So
That's awesome.
Yeah. So you guys were in Quietus, where you found that an elder Wróblewska had been impersonating some rich dude and buying out all the farms. You killed some fish guys who were disguised as human bodyguards for the Wróblewska, and then you chased him down a tunnel. 3 of you were incapacitated by a hypnotic lights spell, and Oven was nearly killed. But
saved us.
Saved you, saved herself, and the creature got away. You went back to the inn where you had previously met the innkeeper, Nadia, and 2 mountaineers, Owund and Eland. They were duly impressed with your monstrous nature and your horrifying feats, as well as the obvious evil that you had defeated in their town. Although Owund and Eland are not actually from Quietus, they're just frequent visitors. They are mountaineers who spend most of their lives out hunting for meat and pelts, which they sell in the local townships and across the local farms. So there was discussion before you guys all went to bed of several possible things that you might do. There was discussion of collapsing the tunnel so that these monstrous creatures cannot easily come back to Quietus. There was discussion of heading straight north to Jotunheim, or of heading across the river to Gelid, where there is a community of mountaineers and perhaps someone willing to lead you up into the impassable peaks of the country of Jotunheim. And none of that was totally decided, I think. And then you all went to bed in the inn. There was also talk, by the way, of maybe taking Nadia with you if you do go to Gelid, or of sending her with Owund and Eland.
Yeah, I think all 3 of them traveling with us to Gelid. So we got a long rest, right?
Yeah, you guys have long rested. It's the next morning.
Finally.
Well, as soon as I get up, I probably just go up and ask Daro about yesterday, because I know we talked about it before we went to bed.
Could you let me get dressed first?
No, I just come up to your door right away.
You literally came to bed when you got up. Man, I was having a good dream.
No, I just ask you. So what's the plan?
I mean, we shouldn't leave the tunnel open, so we definitely need to do something about that.
So did you want to try to go further in, or?
Part of me does.
Did it seem like the direction that it was going was towards the mountains, or the opposite direction? I'm asking this to Steve.
It did not seem directly towards the mountains or directly away. It was actually a little bit towards the east.
Okay.
Still,
I mean,
because
Probably some
what
valuable
you
information.
said to me, Daro, what you said to me that really got to me was the idea that there might be a portal at the end of that tunnel, and if
Yeah.
there is, we gotta shut that thing off. And I don't know if just collapsing the tunnel will be enough.
You guys are having this conversation in Daro's room.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
went to Daro's room. Yeah.
I'm still in my underwear.
Thraka, did you sleep on the
Must give
floor
you-
of the hallway again?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So you're like standing over Throck.
At this inn, no one objected.
No, Throck's just on the side, probably still like rolling over. And
Yeah.
I'm just like talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we? Yeah, let me get dressed real quick and let's hop over to Avin and include her on the in the decision.
Hello,
Yeah.
Shock Ghost. Welcome.
All right, I'll see you downstairs then. I'm gonna just I'll wait there until you're ready.
Okay, let's talk. So let's talk over breakfast.
Mhm.
At the word breakfast, Thruck wakes up.
You don't
Oh.
smell any breakfast. Except what you brought with you.
And rolls back over.
But, wait, roll a history check.
Ooh, okay. 5.
Okay, you roll back over.
Yep.
So yeah, I just head downstairs and I wait. Maybe on the way I do knock on Avin's door and tell her that I'm gonna be downstairs.
Okay.
I just kind of tell her through the door. I don't really wait for an answer. I just go, I'm gonna be downstairs. And I just keep walking.
Cool. I'm gonna close the door and get dressed real quick and head down.
Okay.
I'm gonna give, if Throck is still sleeping, I'm gonna give him a polite little kick to wake him up. As polite as a kick can be to a giant gorilla.
Well, yeah. If you're too gentle, then.
They won't wake you up.
Oh, right. What? Yes. Yeah, that.
Okay. Throck, Daro has just kicked you.
Sure. Hey.
Do I need a
Insight
roll?
check.
Just kidding.
Inside check.
Insight check.
I mean, I feel like this is super polite in terms of the way
Yeah,
Ermin wake each other up.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
I mean, I
already
know how to get
know
through
that
to
he's
him.
not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll get up. Well, yeah, yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, okay, we're good.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah,
Let's meet downstairs, buddy, and then I just head down.
meat
Okay.
downstairs. Yeah, meat. There's meat. Good. I like meat.
I just leave him talking to himself. I don't even finish or respond.
Okay. So when you guys head downstairs, you find Owen and Elond both already up and dressed in the common room. And they nod hello as you come in, but don't really have anything to say at this point.
Okay.
Avin, have you come downstairs yet?
I have not.
What are you going to do? Throck, did you come down? Before I get to Avin, did you come down?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so everyone's down there except Avin. That's what I thought. What are you doing, Avin?
Hoffman is putting on all of that armor.
Scale mail, fur, feathered cloak, and let's get the
Big ol' honking antlers.
yeah,
yeah.
big antler hat, deer skull,
Did you ever discover the rings on them yet? On your
leather
antlers?
leather pants.
Oh, I'm sure I have.
You know, a surprising number of you.
Making sure my scythe is properly bloody.
I feel like 3/4 of the party has tight leather pants on right now. That's probably my fault.
I'm not seeing a problem with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes my butt look nice.
Same.
Well,
I'm assuming one's on Daro. I can't actually tell on my little screen.
yeah, it's Darryl. So while Oven is upstairs putting on her face, you guys, what are you doing in the common room? Nadia is not in here.
Yeah, I'm looking at. I'm at the bar and I look over it and trying to find her. There's no bell or anything I can ring, right?
No, there's no bell.
Uh,
Elon's gonna say, if you want something, just grab it. I think Nadia is probably not coming in anytime soon.
What happened?
She's not going to join us.
Elon looks at Zalios, who just said, "What happened?" He goes,
So innocently. What must have happened?
What happened?
Well, everybody she knows got run out of town by a rich man who was renting a room in her place and then turned out to be a slime monster. And then you guys rolled in and killed all of his horrible fish minions and told us that there's a tunnel leading directly to Quietus from some underground land of terror. She's having a little trouble with it.
So you do believe us?
Owen says, well, you've shown us the hole, and we saw the bodies. Kilman, I mean, he wasn't here the last time the two of us were in town. It's hard to believe that anything human could have just convinced everyone to sell their farms the way he did. Elon is going to say, the question is, why? Why would some blob creature impersonate a human and come try to buy up a town?
Why do anything in this messed up world?
Why?
No. He
It
does
was
have a
it was
point.
probably just somebody trying to get more power because everyone just cares about power.
But why this town?
Because it's easy. These people are they're easy to take over. They don't fight back.
Why not the town we just went through, Nethron?
Well, this one's a lot smaller than that one, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So
Nethron is like a town. This is more like a little farming village. I mean, Nethron was agricultural as well, but, they had a couple different inns. They had a blacksmith and all this stuff. In Quietus, it's just one little circle of community buildings and then a bunch of farms in the surrounding area.
Well, Zalios was to say, well, actually, we were just talking about what we're going to be doing next. I know, because we were thinking about maybe going back down into that tunnel, seeing where it leads. Who knows? There might be a portal or something with more horrors coming out of it. We should definitely check that out. Or we could just go straight to Jotunheim, where we've been trying to get to for like the past months.
Yeah, it's been. Oh, go ahead.
Elon is going to say, well, we did recommend that you guys pass through Gelid to find a true guide up into Jotunheim, but that was before we really understood what you four are capable of. It is possible to take a faster route to Jotunheim. No normal person would really ever attempt it.
Oh, finally! Now you're telling us.
Is it cold? Because I can't beat cold with a sword.
Well, if you're going to Jotunheim, you're going to be cold.
But what's this route?
He pulls out a map which looks just like the one you guys acquired in the capital, which is what you have here on the screen. And he basically says, you know, what they told you to do was come here to Gelid along this road. But there are other routes. You know, what you've been told is that nobody really gets deep into Jotunheim. The further north you go, the more impassable it is. But the mountaineers who do go up and hunt, they tend to come from Gelid. But there are trails. These smaller dotted lines are trails that go up through the region. And what Owen and Eland are now telling you is that someone with superhuman abilities, like you have already demonstrated, may be able to get directly into the country of Jotunheim through one of these three trails without passing through Gelid and basically taking the long way around. This river here comes down in a series of waterfalls, and they're saying, you know, it's dangerous both because of the terrain and because of the wildlife, but you guys are clearly able to handle things that are much more dangerous than your average bear. So that's what they're telling you.
Okay.
If you're interested in speed, you could possibly just go straight to Jotunheim.
It's very helpful information. I think we did originally plan to go up the trail right next to the river, just because a river is easy to follow and a water source. I believe one of the reasons we wanted to go to Gelid first is for warmer clothing and gear if we needed it.
Yeah, we don't really have anything. Do they sell any kind of like gear for the mountain in this town?
Yeah, like you guys asked about that before, and you were told yes, winter does come to Quietus as well. So, you know, they will have. There are people here who will have fur cloaks and things for you to wear, including Owen and Eland, who are the guys that supply those things to the town. They are the hunters. They bring meat. They bring furs. It's what they do.
Great.
All right.
While we're talking, by the way, I'm digging around behind the bar still for like breakfast and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. You find
in the kitchen as well, I guess.
You find potatoes and tomatoes. You find some sausages. No bacon. Roll dexterity.
Dexterity.
A dex save. Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Nat 20 plus 6. So.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay, so when you
It's gonna
find
be
the
nice.
sausages, you manage to jerk them to the side just in time to keep Throck from getting them.
Just.
Like, that close. He's just like,
That's-
he didn't even realize he was doing it. It was just a force of nature.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was literally about to ask you if he really did find any sausages.
Yeah.
So that did that. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. Apparently, I know you too well.
Yeah.
I do share though. I do kind of like split up the food enough that each of us can at least have something.
Yeah, and don't forget Throck loves potatoes now.
Yeah.
I gave him a lot of the extra potatoes. Make
Great.
sure he's filling up on starches.
Yep. Just tearing into it all.
We'll never go hungry again.
Great. So I turn to our buddies and so can you guys help us gear up for this mountain cold adventure? Whatever we might need as far as warm clothing and furs, whatever you guys have, we'll take it.
All right, well, they will sell you a fur cloak apiece. It's going to be 1 silver each. And they will, on top of the cloaks that you already have, which are not suitable for freezing temperatures, but are fairly warm.
Yeah, I'm expecting to be freezing up there.
Yeah. They will also give you guys some fur boots along with the cloaks, and
Great.
they're like boot covers to keep your existing boots from getting wet. And
Are any of them actually big enough?
they can make you some pretty quickly that will work. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they will sell you actually a set of pitons for. Let's see. They'll take 5 silver for it
Okay.
because it's actually like theirs.
Throck
It's
just
a piton.
It's a metal spike that you drive into the rock, tie a rope to secure it.
All right.
Throck
This is,
tosses 10 silver their way. Doesn't know whether that's enough or not. It just that's what came out of the hand.
Okay. Yeah, they toss one back.
Oh. And I throw it back at him.
They're
Just keep it-
confused.
It's considered a
not-
tip.
That's not what we're doing?
Sure, Throck, you win. You win, Throck.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I do.
All right. So
So 9 silver total from each of us.
no, yeah, 9 silver total for all of you. Because it
Yeah.
was
Oh,
one for the
Wow.
one covered the fur, cloak, and boot covers, and then 5 covered the pitons, which I assumed you only bought one set of for the group.
Oh, okay, great.
So that's
then
9.
Thanks for the cloak, Throck.
Yep.
Cool.
Little
How are
pieces
we going to
of
collapse
garbage.
this tunnel?
Well, I guess we could just tell them to like just collapse the hole.
A good explosion will do it, is something that Owen says, but explosions are kind of hard to come by.
I was going to add that, yeah, we don't exactly carry around explosions. Well, we kind of do.
We kind of are explosions.
We are an explosion.
Oh, Alvin, did you come downstairs?
You must
Yeah.
have.
At this point, yes.
Is that your
Okay.
intro line to coming down the stairs? We are.
So you come down. You come down just in time to see Throck and Owen throwing silver at each other. And then the furs and pitons exchange hands. Yeah, so do you have anything to add to the conversation now that Darrow has brought up collapsing the hole again?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I don't know.
Let's
We do
see.
have a Chaos Lord here. Figure
We
he
do.
can collapse a hole. Right?
Let's see if I have anything that I can prepare to clap the hole.
You know, I've
Oh,
been
'cause
doing
that-
a lot of thinking about this. Just
I mean, I could flood it. Just,
That's gonna take a lot of water.
Throck, what were you going to
I do
say?
have
yeah, just that and then I also thought that I could hit it, or I could hit it really hard.
I like Throck's idea, says Eerie from inside Throck's head.
Well,
I mean, it's got to be quick, I guess. I don't want to spend
Yeah, we-
a week here.
yeah, we should really get going. Let Thought take a shot. And it,
I mean, it can't hurt anyone.
yeah.
So the mountaineers are trying to explain to you that collapsing a large amount of rock is an enormous undertaking that requires tons of work and cannot be done quickly.
So once Zalios hears all that, he's like, "Man, let's just go down the hole then and see where it goes." Because if there's nothing else at the end, then we don't need to collapse the hole.
Well, remember the layout of the thing when you found it. When you got to the bottom of the shaft, there was a wide tunnel. But the shaft itself was only about 4 feet wide. So Owen is at least suggesting if you're going to collapse something, collapse the narrow shaft to block that up.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I imagine Throck doing with his hammer for about 3 days straight.
Yeah. Elon.
Or you could just pick. Or Throck could just pick up something and try to jam the hole.
Well, Elon is going to turn back to Oven and say, what were you saying about flooding it?
Oh, I could flood it.
Where would you get water?
Oven holds up the decanter.
Well, I think you'll need a little more water than that to flood 70-foot deep hole, won't you?
Ooh.
With a tunnel at the bottom.
Yeah, no, that's great. Ooh, ha, ha, ah, ah.
Yeah, yeah. She can. Yeah, she could probably do it.
Hit me, I'm open.
What is your friend
All
doing?
right, yeah, sure. Oven goes ahead and says stream.
All right. A bunch of water hits the rock in the mouth. He looks like a dog drinking from a hose.
Yep, that's it.
Now I understand why you're always hydrated.
Yeah.
Now I understand why you're always hydrated.
Well,
Oh, you said that to Oven, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay.
Now we know.
So are you guys going to head out to the hole or what?
Yes.
All right. You do so. You find the hole still present. Uncovered the way you left it.
First things first.
Okay. Nobody stops you.
Yes. Oven peas in the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Do the guys say anything about this?
No, they're terrified of you, especially Oven.
Should we join like solidarity? Is that like a group thing now?
I'll do it if you do it, Daro.
just don't cross the street.
Just don't cross the streams.
Radomir speaks up, and you hear him in your head. Zalios is going, "Oh, for Pete's sake, please don't do that! What is with you people? Oh no, I can't even look away from it because it's your eyes. Oh no!"
Even better.
Zalios just laughs to himself.
And then, and Eerie goes, "Oh, that's how that works."
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. No shame with the rock. He's just going for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
All right, now, so we did our part to help flood the hole.
Yep.
Yeah, not much happened. It smells bad now. Really bad.
Maybe some monsters will think twice about coming up it now.
4 different
No.
species of urine in the hole. It smells awful.
Wait.
Well- I'm gonna stay up here. So let me know when you're done, Ovid.
Well, I mean, at this point, can I just like open the decanter of endless water and just say geyser and just keep saying geyser every 30 gallons of water that come out?
Yeah.
Great, let's do that.
Well, you managed to, after a long time of doing this, you've washed away a lot of the sides of the hole. You've created a huge amount of mud, but the thing shows no sign of filling up. Because remember, at the bottom of this shaft is a gigantic tunnel that you never saw the end of.
Yeah, Ovid, you're supposed to go to the end of the tunnel, and there's a shaft right there. That's what you gotta fill up. Not
Wait.
this part.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, you're
this
supposed to
part
go.
this part still fills up that hole, though. I mean, water fills the volume, so.
Yeah, but I
That's a
mean,
really-
you have no idea how long that tunnel went, or
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, you're gonna have to go down there and get to the end of the tunnel, and then put it through there.
No, I think we just need something else.
I'm gonna hit it.
Or, go ahead. No one's stopping you from hitting it.
Yeah, hit it.
Wait, you're gonna have to get down there though.
I'm just hitting the
No.
around it. Just
Oh, hitting the ground?
yeah.
See, the thing about tunnels is that there's dirt over them, so you can just collapse the tunnel by hitting the dirt above it. That's how tunnels work.
several dozen feet of dirt, though, and rock.
Yeah, it's rock.
It sure is.
I thought.
Got this.
All right, Throck, give me 3 athletics checks in a row, please.
Boy, my heart's not in it. We got a natural 1.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
We got a 15 and an 18.
Okay. Well, you repeatedly hit the ground. Where do you want to hit it? Like right next to the tunnel, or right next to the opening, or like off to the side a little? What are you thinking?
That's a good question. Please hold.
He's got to roll for it.
Just like standing as close as I can to the edge, and whacking basically right underneath where he's standing.
Okay. Well,
No.
you hit really hard, and every time you swing, the head of your hammer gets stuck in the mud because of the huge amount of water that was just poured through the hole. And you do knock out a little bit of a mudslide from underneath your own feet, so go ahead and make a dex saving throw.
All right.
Am I close enough to assist him on that?
Yes.
Cool. I reach for him and try to grab him.
All right. That's 13.
Okay, you are going in. Daro, roll an athletics check.
All right. $17, and I have 0 athletics, so just a straight
Oof,
17.
I might have to
You're both going in.
go. Yep. Here we go.
Jeez.
With a 17. All right.
Yeah, you guys are falling in the hole. Now, you would have needed an insane roll to catch Throck.
Yeah. I have to be back. Sorry.
Well, all right. Throck loses consciousness when he hits the bottom. Daro, you land on top of him.
That's probably why he loses consciousness.
Yeah, you tell yourself
I did
that.
just eat.
Zelios is on the top watching this happening. He's just like,
It's really dark. You guys brought no light with you this time, but of course,
Wet
you do have your dark
and
vision.
muddy.
It's super muddy.
Yeah.
You landed in a huge, like if if it hadn't been so incredibly wet down here, you probably would have got hurt a lot worse.
So it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Oven leans over into the mudslided hole and says, "You're welcome."
Right.
Thank you for a rope.
Throck has the bags
Yeah,
and all the ropes.
Darrow landed on the bags.
Great. I'm gonna dig around in the bags. First, I'm gonna make sure that Throck is laying in a way that he's not like drowning.
Okay, yeah, you managed to turn his head to the side.
And then I'm gonna dig out the ropes, try to tie it to an arrow and fire it up the hole.
That's the same idea I had, but I couldn't tell it to you. I'm so glad.
That's the only idea I have, so I hope it works. I obviously yell up to you guys. I'm gonna fire an arrow. Watch out.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I'm far enough away.
Should I just roll an attack roll, or how do you want to do this?
No, I mean, you're not in combat, and you're not trying to hit a moving target, so we'll just say that you get it done.
Awesome. I fire an arrow, and it flies up, and probably sticks in the ground somewhere.
Yeah, it comes out of the hole. You guys up top see that it comes out of the hole and lands in the mud, kind of like... so you are able to tie it off if you wish.
I'll tie it off.
Okay. Then
Here's
what?
the part I can't do. I can't carry Throck up this rope. So
You can bring him back up. Bring him back up to life, right?
I mean, he's not dead, right? Or is
No, he's not dead. He's unconscious.
Yeah. So healing him wouldn't wake him up, right? Or is he?
He is gonna wake up in
Like,
a
if I
couple
give him-
hours.
Couple hours.
Okay.
If you want to,
Alright,
if you want to heal him, if you want to spend like a lay on hands.
I do. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'll just give him 1 HP. That's enough.
Okay.
And then I'm going to. Yeah, that should wake him up, right? So he can.
Yeah, he'll
climb
wake
on
up,
his own.
and then he can climb up. If that's
Great,
what you
because my
tell
next
him.
option was to tie the rope to him, and all of us yank him up after I climb up.
Well, you could
Alvin
maybe.
can just turn. Alvin can just turn into like a T-Rex and put him up.
True.
Or I could turn him into something small.
Oh, that too.
That would be helpful.
All right. So in some wise, you three managed to get Throck back to the top. Darrow and Throck are covered in mud on all sides. The rest of you are likewise muddy, but not as muddy.
We have fought the craziest monsters, and I feel more defeated by this hole than we've ever been.
Zalios,
I
you
say
hear...
like just like dripping in mud, like ugh. Probably not the best smelling mud either now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've washed away
Okay.
all of our...
Zalios, you
Well-
hear a
Well-
voice in your head that says, "You know, I might be able to help with this."
Zayo says, "Oh, help with what? I'm having a great time right now."
Well, with collapsing this hole you wish to collapse. Your friends over there said that what is required is an explosion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I see that you have some magical talent, but not much skill, which is to say, training.
How dare you?
I, on the
How
other
very
hand,
dare
With
you,
you,
sir.
old man.
I, on the other hand, bring the knowledge of a mighty wizard to your personage. Have you ever heard of a spell called Fireball?
Fireball. I've shot fire before. And do I still have the fireballs, the light fireball spell?
The Firebolt?
Hold on.
Yeah, you have that. I think you do. I don't know. No, you don't have Firebolt anymore.
No, I don't have it anymore. I have lightning lore. I just Zeo says, that teeny fire thing couldn't make a big explosion.
Oh, you must have it confused with a different spell. I in my youth, well, even in my agedness, I was able to cast a fireball that would destroy an entire room full of foes. And were it used very precisely, it could perhaps cave in this shaft here in the ground.
Oh, what?
Well, how about you just teach me it?
Unfortunately, it takes long hours of study to learn a spell in the manner of wizards. This spell in particular would take... There would be a lot of prerequisite learning before you could reach this spell. However, I have the knowledge and experience to cast the spell. If you would temporarily allow me to control your body and use your own magical energies, I could cast the fireball.
I don't trust you, old man. How do I know you won't try to just take over this body for good?
I had a good run. I have no desire to continue my own life by stealing it from another.
Can I do insight on myself?
Yeah, you can. But are you rolling as Zalios, who can only hear, or are you rolling as Raylan, who can see and hear Rod?
Probably as Raylan, so I can see and hear him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That will also affect how you perceive it, because Raylan and Zalios are very different people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
Rod reminds...
14.
Oh. Okay. Rod reminds Raylan of his mother. Something about Rod's earnestness and the way that he answers forthrightly and directly reminds Raylan of his mother. And Raylan believes that Rod is telling the truth.
Mm.
I'm cleaning up, by the way, during this as much as I can.
Of course.
I want to give you.
With Rock, we got you out.
I want to give you
Oh. Thanks.
5 minutes, and then by the time 5 minutes is over, I better be back.
Okay. Well, you are surrendering control to Radomir Utgast?
Yeah, and just so there's no confusion, I'm also gonna use
Alter self?
what? Yeah, alter self. Yeah,
Okay.
to bring forth his image in my place.
All right, so the rest of you, including Owen and Eland, who jump a foot in the air when they see it, you all see Zelios transform into the image of a very, very old man with a white beard.
That we recognize.
Yeah, that you all saw in his illusion form back in the tower basement.
I have my hand on my sword because Raylan didn't tell us that this was going to happen.
That's true.
Well,
Although you did hear
you did-
Zelios' side of the conversation.
Yeah,
Okay,
you did.
all right.
You did hear him say, "I'm going to give you 5 minutes."
Yeah,
Okay.
and also
Great.
the man, he changed his body, but he's still wearing Zelios' outfit.
Yeah.
So you guys all stand there and see this happen. And Rod looks down at his hands and then the rest of himself and says, "Oh, these are very nice clothes." He looks around at all of you and says, "Well, I never thought to walk the earth again, but lo, here I am. I must confess, I am tempted to remain if possible. But,
Would not be a good idea.
well, as I told you, I am merely an echo of the true Radomir Utgast. I am a piece of himself that he left behind. The man had a good life and moved on to whatever it is that comes next. It would be wrong for me to steal the body of this being. Yes, it would be wrong.
It would be.
Anyway,
Very wrong.
I'm here to help. I must collapse this tunnel for you." And so he performs this odd motion with his hand. And you see him gathering up energies, and you hear him mutter, "I think level 4 is all I can manage." And he shoots out his hand. Yeah, this little tiny mote of flame shoots from his hand and goes halfway down the shaft before hitting the side and explodes up so far that a gout of fire shoots out of the top of the hole. And
Nice.
the sides of the thing start to collapse, but not before they actually bake from mud into brick and then crack, and the whole thing caves in on itself.
Oh, wow.
Zelios, check off a level 4 spell slot.
Holy crap! Okay, and I only have one too.
I know.
Damn.
He used it.
Okay.
Rod will now turn to the rest of you and say, "This is the first time in many eons that I have taken physical form on the earth. But
Eons.
I suppose I had better go back." And Rod is going to let go of control of the body. Who is going to
So-
take over?
Zelios,
Okay.
for sure.
So Zelios comes back.
Zelios comes back and he kind of goes, "Well, I'm sure I could do that too."
Yeah, Zelios.
It did come from my body, so I could do it. I just don't want to do it right now.
Yeah, you don't want to? Okay. All
I
right.
just don't want to.
Well, shall we?
Anyway, we're
One-
done here. We're done
Yeah.
here.
Check
Yeah.
that off our box. We're good to go.
You
Guess
when
I
you,
could've, if I knew that it was that easy, I would have just jumped down and gotten mad.
Yes, The Rock, that would have, we should have done that while you were down there.
and
Missed
Zelios,
opportunity.
you hear Rod explaining to Raylan, "Were I my old self, I could have made that much, much more powerful and possibly collapsed even the tunnel underneath, but I'm afraid that your body just doesn't have the same raw magical force available that I had by the time I was an old man."
So Chaos,
so-
that guy talks a lot.
Well, you're not actually hearing him right now.
No, I know. It was from earlier.
He talked a lot when he was here,
He
though.
talked a lot, just like a lot.
I just want to mention that Raylan inside Zayo's head as he's listening to Rod is actually he's actually kind of like, oh please tell me more. Kind of thing.
Okay, so Zalios, you're gonna listen now for like the rest of the day. You're gonna listen to Rod explaining how wizard magic works to Raylan.
So you see Zayos just say, oh yeah, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Are you going to multi-class wizard now?
He
I don't know. It depends. Depends what happens.
Zalios and Raylan have had the option to multi-class into wizard since they found Necron's spellbook back
Oh, that's
in
right.
the temple. But so far, they have
this will
not
make-
chosen to do it.
This will make it more likely, but I think the next level I really want to go up one more level, but we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see how I feel.
fair enough.
Cool. Do we still have our horses? Where did our horses go?
You still have your horses. They're in town. And your
Great.
wagon.
Maybe we could probably take the horses. I don't think we need the wagon anymore. We don't need to hide Throck.
Well,
I know the wagon was for the bags that Throck's carrying.
Yeah.
That's right.
yeah, there were bags. There was also jerky drying on the sides of it.
All right. We'll take it all as far as it can go, and then leave it
All right.
behind, I guess.
Yeah.
You
Let's
guys,
take that, our furs, and let's start going that trail.
Well, which way are you going? Are you going to go to Gelid, or are you going to take one of the other trails?
I think I want to go up the river.
Yeah, I was thinking the river. It's probably gonna be harder, but it's gonna knock like 2-3 days off our trip.
See, should have had Throck as a guide from the start. Follow the blue road.
Follow the blue road.
He did say follow the blue road.
He did say that. All right. So Darrow has been the guide. Are we sticking with that?
Yes.
Using our...
I mean, if any of you guys have what is it? Survival?
Yeah.
Mine is not good.
I only have +3, so I mean, if anybody has better, they can go. For
I
it.
got +0.
All right, I'll do it again.
Throck has a +2. You know.
Yeah.
I will
+2 too.
entertain arguments for other skills to be applicable besides survival.
Nature for navigation, or yeah, that's all I got.
Nature would make sense,
Nature makes
especially
sense
if
to me. Yeah.
especially if Darrow's tapping into his elven
Oh
roots.
no, my survival is much better than my nature. I'm just
Okay.
arguing it in case somebody else wants to try.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Athletics.
I want to stick with my.
No.
What was it? What was that last time?
You were the lookout, I believe.
No. Oven was the lookout.
Oh,
And I
you were
was
the
scout.
you were the scout. Yeah, that's right. And then Throck was the hunter.
I still want to be scout.
Okay.
Okay, so I roll a d12 or.
Yes.
Mm,
And then add survival and half of your wisdom bonus.
oh, which is 0, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
Green seems like a good color. Not that great. 9 total.
9 total. Okay.
I have a
So, you guys set out on your horses from Quietus, leaving Nadia in the care of Owend and Eland, and you start heading towards the river along that road leading north and then west out of Quietus. The problem is when you when you get to the river, Throck gets excited by a bird a very colorful bird, and
Yeah, that checks out.
accidentally tilts the cart to its side,
What?
spilling about 3/4 of your food into the water.
Oh no.
Well,
Can we get it?
Well, you can get some of it back, but some of it's definitely ruined. So you guys are going to get a -1 penalty to skill checks made on this journey because of the low food rations. Poor
Walter?
eating.
Well, we can just ask
We're
Thought to go
in a
hunt.
river.
We can just ask Flock to hunt for more.
I mean, I could do that. That's
you're gonna have to provide for us, Throck, now.
We're in a river,
yeah.
which is generally teeming with food sources.
I assume
Yeah.
the wagon's not like damaged. We could just flip it back and it's fine.
Yeah, that's correct. The wagon is fine. It's just that you lost some of your edibles.
Can one of us like make like a net to catch fish?
You can try, but you're not going to be able to replace the store-bought food that you had in there. You will now be more dependent on what you catch and find versus having a good supply of food stocked up with you.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm sure this trail's gonna come up with plenty of stuff to eat.
Yeah, we can.
All right.
We can find something. If you want me to get something out of the water, I can. But
Yeah. Well, you guys managed to move on. What?
Are you gonna turn into a chicken and give us a leg?
No,
What?
I'm actually going to prepare Goodberry.
Ah. Goodberry is a thing.
oh, it's such a good spell. Underrated.
On your third day of travel, you guys have gotten to, let me see, how far does 3 days get you? Yeah, you guys have started to get to the foothills, like right here, if you guys can see my cursor there.
Yeah.
And the river is nearby, but the little trail that you're following departs from the river for a bit, and you find yourself heading between two steep hillsides, basically in a little valley. I am going to need a perception check from your lookout.
Look out!
Me. That's me.
Yeah.
You're gonna use rod.
Wait, you're the scout. I'm the lookout.
Correct.
No, yeah, but you can still use brawn if you want.
I could, but I don't know that Braun has a different perception than I do. He's a familiar and not actually like a separate bird thing.
He has his
Okay,
own.
it's
He
a
has his own
perception.
perception stat.
Which is
I have rolled a 14.
Okay. So, you guys are going into the middle of this little valley when you suddenly hear some very loud growls coming from both sides.
Food!
And when
Yeah.
you turn to look,
Okay.
you see these beasts, these creatures covered in filthy black fur with blood all over their mouths. They walk on two legs like men, but they have the heads of wolves and long muscular arms and legs. And there are two of them up on the hills on either side of you. So
4 total or 1 on each side?
there are 4 total.
4 total, okay.
Give me your marching order. Please.
I'm either in the back or second to back.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I was third from the front.
Is that what a scout does?
That is certainly not what a scout does.
Yeah.
But if you weren't out scouting right now, you can be in whatever order you say, I guess. So Darrow towards the back.
I guess the wagon's in the back, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how does
No, we would have it in the middle. It would make sense in the middle.
how does that look? Let me replace Raylan with Zalios here. These being your horses. Yours is the unicorn because I only had so many horse figures. And
Hey,
Should
should
I
I
the
take
unicorn?
the wagon
Throck-
is like a gypsy cart, but
I think Throck in front of me at least.
okay.
So wait, Raylan's in the Alvin's in the front.
I'm waiting for you to tell me.
Fine. I'll be in the front. It's fine.
Okay,
I was
Darrow's.
leading
Let's see,
anyway. I was navigating.
You were
I'll
the
do
guide,
whatever.
yeah. And then
Well, we
Al-
wouldn't have the
I'd
wagon in the
be
front,
more in
so
the
that's
front,
the problem. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Our scout is a terrible scout. I just want to say that.
I mean, I was scouting, but I wasn't
Coward.
at the front.
none of
Coward.
us are really good
Coward.
at survival.
Coward.
Point.
he definitely
point.
came back.
Coward.
He definitely came back and reported that he had scouted out a couple hillsides and you guys were going to go between them.
Yep.
So everyone roll initiative.
Okay.
Dope. Initiate. Oh, lovely.
Finally, one good one. Damn.
Do you want us to just call him out, or you want him in order?
I'll ask for him. Let's have Matt,
11.
Joshua,
18.
Alan,
16.
So much better when Throck has a good initiative.
Yeah.
and
I
Edgelord.
feel like every time he doesn't, he gets like KO'd like right away.
Yeah, it's not fun.
I have a 6.
Okay, bye. So you guys have the option now of staying mounted or of dismounting. Throck, you are the exception because your horse is pulling the wagon and will not be good for mounted combat at this moment.
Yeah.
Do you guys need the stats for your horses? I imagine Carolyn probably has a horse block available already, but
Yeah.
I probably do.
here, I'll just screenshot it.
Would it be an action to dismount or a bonus action?
I do not have a horse block.
Okay, I'll get the horse.
Oh, I have a war horse block.
We are calling these riding horses.
Okay. Oh, no, there it is. I have one.
Okay, I'm going to screenshot it anyway and just paste it in for everybody to see. Actually, you know what? I'm going to drop it to you guys in the Discord. That's easier, so it doesn't clutter up our screen.
Dope. And then, yeah, is it an action or bonus action to dismount?
I believe it's neither one. It's movement.
Oh, great.
It's
Then
half.
yes, I'll
It's,
stay on my horse
it's
now.
half
Yeah.
movement to get down. So when you're mounted, basically the horse's movement counts as your own, and it doesn't really act on its own. It just does what you do. If you dismount, you act as separate beings. All right, so given the initiative rolls, let's get some light on our dudes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see them?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Throck, you are first.
Mm-hmm. And how far away is the closest one?
Well, about 25 feet.
Huh.
Yeah, let me get you guys a little bit of an aerial for a second. With that being the closest one to Throck.
All right. And how big a jump is that to make?
How hard of a jump?
Yeah.
I believe your long jump distance is equal to your strength score. If you have a 10-foot running start. Without the 10-foot running start, I think it's half your strength.
Yeah, I can never remember, and I need to bookmark that page.
Yeah, I know. It comes up a lot.
Thought could just back up a bit and get a head start.
There's not 10 feet of head start on the cart.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'd have to get out of the cart. Which seems reasonable.
I'm going to say getting out of the cart will cost the same movement as dismounting, which is half your speed.
All right. And then it's still a good 25, you said?
Yeah, it's 25 feet from you to that creature.
Oh, that's such a bummer.
Yeah, it is half. So even if you had the running long jump, you wouldn't make it. But without the running long jump, it's half your strength score. And it eats up your movement to do it.
Right. Okay. Oh, let's see. All right. 10 bonus. Okay, this a lot of mathy weird stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and wait. How far of a jump is it to that other ledge right there?
Here?
Yep.
Much closer. Let's see. That's 15. If you did, like right from the edge of the cart, we might call it 10.
Okay. The edge of the cart would be about what I would need to make that jump.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So is that what you want to do?
Yep.
Well, you're over here, and you have...
Yeah.
You have the rest of your movement remaining. It will cost double movement to climb up.
Yeah, that's fine. I probably have enough to be able to just get up there. Because I got 40 total, so...
Right, and you have your bonus action you could spend on it, right?
Yeah, I could if I need to.
Okay.
I mean, not if I don't
So that's
need to, but...
10, and then... That which leaves 30. 15 feet is plenty to get up here. Yeah.
Sure. Gonna just get up there and go, ooh.
Okay, guys. Throck is throcking.
Throck is throcking.
Are we?
Yeah.
What's happening next, Throck?
Gonna just go ahead and go into a rage.
Okay.
So that's 3 damage to
3 fire damage to that.
those
being.
guys. Probably both of them if I'm close enough.
It's a 10-foot radius.
It is.
You are not close enough. But you get the
Okay.
1.
That's fine. 1 will do for now. Gonna go ahead and just go reckless on them.
Okay.
With that's cocked. That's not, but that's okay. 18. Nope. 20 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay, that is 8. So 13, 15 points of bludgeoning damage on the first
Nice.
hit there. And then just gonna go ahead and start swinging again.
Okay.
That one not so good, but 13 to hit.
That is also a hit.
Okay, good,
Good
good
to know.
enough. I'll take it, and that is a 10 for 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wow. Okay. So you guys all hear this snarling, growling sound coming from every direction, 4 different throats, and see these horrific slavering beasts on the sides of these cliffs. And before you can even think what's happening, Throck has already leapt off the cart, mounted a cliff, and half killed one of these things.
Nice.
Has to be expected.
Yep. Zalios, what do you got? You are there. Your horse is a wolf.
I'm gonna climb onto the cart.
Okay, it's going to be half movement to get off of your horse, and equivalent 10 feet of movement to get up onto the cart. So that leaves you with
All right,
5 feet left.
that's fine. And I see where Throck is fighting the other guy.
Yep.
The 2 of them.
Yeah.
So he killed one,
Well,
and the
no.
other one's still up.
I didn't say he killed it. I said he half killed it. He's hurt it severely. It's not dead.
All right. Well, the one that looks like it's beaten up, I'm gonna shoot a chaos bolt at it.
Okay, let's have it.
Nice.
So that's gonna be 22 to hit,
It's a hit.
and then one. Okay, it's between. You know what? It's going to be fire
Okay.
because Zalios is still kind of jealous of that fire attack.
All right. So Zalios leaps off his horse, vaults onto the top of the wagon, does his familiar arm dance thing, fires off that chaos bolt, and just
Kamehameha.
before it strikes the creature, it turns into a tiny fireball, and you hear Radomir Utgast's voice going, "Well, it's not how I would have done it."
16 damage.
Okay, you burn the crap out of this thing, but it is still standing.
All right, and that's it for me.
Okay. Now, this thing's going to get its own turn. So, Throck, you are obviously first on its hit list.
Sure. Just the way I like it.
Okay, so first it's going to bite you, and then it's going to claw you. The bite is not going to hit. 13.
Okay.
The claws are a crit. So
Okay.
it just got smashed by your hammer, burned by fire twice in the space of a couple seconds, and it's disoriented and blinded. It tries to bite you, but you move out of the way, and you dodge right into its swiping claw coming from the other side at the same time. So you are going to take... Just a moment. 14. Yeah, you're going to take 22 damage.
Okay.
That is slashing, obviously, from the claws.
Mm-hmm.
Which, of course, is half for your rage. So,
Yep.
that's him. The other guy's coming up on the other side.
Oh, you came to play.
Yeah. He's getting +2 for flanking. And that's a 16. No, wait. For the bite, it's a 20.
Yep, that hits.
And then the claws are 14.
Oh, that misses.
Okay, so this one manages to bite you, but you are hit by the first one's claws and knocked out of the way of its claws. So the bite is going to do 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
And you are going to have to make a Constitution saving throw.
13.
Okay, so when this thing bites you, you feel this sort of evil, dark power, similar to things that you felt when you were in the temple of the chained god. It's just sort of this foul... If Throck had to describe it, he would describe it as smelly sort of feeling in your arm where it bit you, but your body is able to fight it off, and you are not affected by it.
Yeah, smelly feelings are a little more common than you'd think.
This fellow over here, check the camera, he's jumping down at Darrow, who is on this horse. So he's just going to leap off and go for a bite.
Oh, classic.
8 misses.
okay.
Then a claw. That's a 19.
That hits.
Okay.
Uncanny dodge. Uncanny dodge.
Yeah, I'm for sure using it.
Okay, so it's going to be 7 slashing for the claw.
Before the dodge or after the dodge?
Before the dodge. So you'll half of 7. And then...
I'll just take the damage.
Okay, this other one is going to do the same. He is actually going to lead with the claws and then bite. So the claws are a crit fail, and the bite is also a fail. So I'm going to say this guy lands prone from his jump because of that crit fail.
Okay. Question about horseback, because I've never done a horseback fight before. Is there any advantages to it other than the movement?
You'll get the horse's movement speed. That's kind of it, I think.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, well, not anymore, I guess, really.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if you get... never mind. I forgot what I was going to say. So that is the bad guy's turn. It is now Darrow's turn.
If I disengage, does that count for the horse too?
Yeah, the horse... okay, so here's the rules on the mount. So it has its movement, but it can also take an action, and its actions can only be dash, disengage, or dodge.
Fantastic. He is going to disengage.
Okay.
Do I have to disengage then if he does it for us?
No, counts for you.
Sick. All right.
So
that's
I'm just
an action for him to do disengage, right? Okay.
correct.
You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna stay there, just for funs. Can he? So he's gonna go ahead and try to stomp on the guy that fell down. The horse, rather than disengage.
Well, the horse cannot attack.
Oh, because I'm riding it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm looking at the stat block, and he has the hooves attack. But I guess that's if he's a
Yeah.
monster.
If you're on him, he can't attack. If you get off, he can. But while you're on him, only you can attack.
Okay. I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna disengage. I'm gonna ride around towards the back of the cart, and then I'm gonna fire an arrow at the guy that Throck is fighting.
Are you going this side of the cart? I don't know if you can. Hold on.
Just towards the back of the cart. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that.
But you're going this way as opposed to this way. You're going around
Correct,
this way. Okay,
yeah.
so
Yeah, just
You're
because of the
going
way I was facing it.
towards the back, and you will turn like a badass cowboy person and shoot a bow right directly behind you while you're riding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And you're targeting this guy?
I'm targeting the guy that Throck is fighting. Yes.
Okay. Roll it.
All right. And that's +2 because of flank.
No, he's not flanked. But you do get sneak attack because Throck is adjacent to him.
Oh, you're right, because I'm not actually up there.
Yeah,
It's alright. I hope an 18 hits.
it hits.
All right, great. So sneak attack plus the bow. Not that great. And click away from my page. So 19 damage.
Okay. So you put an arrow right through this thing's eyeball. And Throck, here's what you see. You're engaged with this thing. His buddies already just hit you from behind. And then as you look away from where the bite got you, back towards this creature, just in time to see this arrow hit it right in the eye. And then it stands there for a second like this. And right in front of you, you see all of its fur just fall off. And it's at the same moment, its head kind of changes shape until within the space of a couple seconds, what stands before you is no longer a horrible wolf-headed creature, but a naked man who falls down dead.
Ah, classic.
Well,
Nice.
hmm.
My first horseback shot.
Not really sure how I did that, but
Oven, your turn.
Oven is going to go ahead and conjure 8 wolves.
Oh, good.
Thank
Where-
you, crowd control.
Yes.
For some reason, I left the box full of animals way the heck over there. Give me a second.
You're so used to me casting Moonbeam.
I don't know if you can hear us or not, but rookie mistake.
All right. Don't we know by now what's gonna happen?
You can't.
There's gonna be.
You can't predict every single move that your players are going to make. What?
Well, I brought
What
this
is
guy. I brought this guy this time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Just in case.
He's been sitting here since last time when I didn't have him.
That's great.
The next day I went and tracked him down and stuck him in this room. Okay. My animal tray got a little disorganized here, but let's get some wolves. You're calling them close to you to start with, I imagine. Here's 2, 3. And you're actually not right there. You're up on the horse. So I'm going to move your
Right.
figure off completely to make room. 4, 5, 6. There are 8 in here, but there's also there's a lot of fish as well.
Delicious.
Yeah. 7. Where's the 8th wolf? I feel like that's a movie title, The 8th Wolf. Here he is. Everybody's dying. All right, so what happens next?
So then I am simply going to give them the command to 4 attack one of the prone werewolf and 4 attack the other one.
Okay. That is what they will do. Because they are good, obedient killing machines.
Wolf on wolf action, huh?
Yeah, you heard it here first. So start rolling attacks for them if you haven't already.
I have, so it's
place them down. Yeah, give me a minute to do the minis, and then I'll take your numbers.
but I get the +2 for the flanking, right?
As wolves, they have the pack tactics feature, which gives them advantage. And these guys are, in fact, the whole reason that I scrapped advantage on flanking for everyone else, because it makes their feature kind of redundant otherwise. So yeah, give them advantage, and
Cool.
yeah.
So, 14, 21, 14, 21.
That's the first pack. Is that these guys? Those, because that's 4 hits.
Yeah,
On the
so
prone
they're
one.
gonna go for the prone dude, I guess.
Okay.
1, 2. I just need to reroll 2.
How's it going, Jay Raven?
Welcome.
Welcome.
And then the next 3 are 17, 18, and 19 on the die.
Okay, so all 8 of those attacks are going to hit. So let's
my
get
gosh.
Dan.
Well, I've got 2 more. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One of them is an 11.
Oh wait, because these wolves have multi-attack? Is that what's going on?
No, I've got 8 wolves, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them hit on the first roll. I re-rolled 2 of them. One of them hits on the advantage roll, and I'm asking if 11 hits.
11 does not hit.
Okay, so then one of them does not hit.
Okay. So I think we said the first 4 attacks hit the one that's prone, so 3 attacks will hit the one that is still up.
Okay. 2, 4 plus 2. Oh my god, so many. So 2d4. So 1. So 6.
Are you complaining that you have too many wolves?
Maybe. So 6, 6, 8, 7, 7, 5, 6, 6, 8, 7, 7, 5, and then one more, right?
I'm
then
not
8.
following this at all. Just tell me the total.
Oh god.
That was just number
Okay.
soup.
All right, hang on. Let me grab a calculator then.
Okay.
Holy moly! That's not what I want. I want a calculator to tell me 8 plus 5 plus 13. So on the prone one, it's 14.
Okay.
Plus 6. Wait, that's not right at all. What the fudge? 8 and 5 and 7. Plus 7. 27, sorry, on the first one.
Ah, that makes more sense.
And 6. And 6. And 20 on the second one. So 27 on the prone one and 20 on the non-prone one.
All right.
And
the one that's not prone has to make 3
needs to make
strength
a
saves.
strength.
He has to succeed at 3 strength saves. Okay, one's a crit. The other 2 he definitely failed, so he's prone.
Cool.
I'm going to turn him this way so you can't see the weird green base. Okay.
Wolves are so amazing.
They're really great. The one brown one is facing the wrong way, though. Ah! Zalios, quit suiciding.
I guess the fire spell really got to him.
Throck, it's your turn again.
Yeah.
Throck's up next.
Great. Would you say that we're like right there on the edge? I think so.
Oh, yes. I had trouble balancing him without him falling off.
Great. Here, let's make them fall
Partly
off.
because of that bush. Okay. So Throck is going to spin this way with the hammer.
Yeah, and push. It's going to be a shove.
Okay.
Well, you can leave them there. It might happen.
Yeah, it probably will. Go ahead.
Just gonna do a nat 20 on that push there.
Okay, he's going down. And it is 20 feet down, so he's going to take 2d6 bludgeoning. Okay.
All right.
He is prone at the bottom.
And it's how far down again?
20 feet.
Great. Totally gonna jump on top of him with the hammer, swinging it down as he comes.
Okay. Give me a dex save to see if you land on your feet.
Okay, that one not that great. 9.
Okay, so you're gonna take the full 2d6 damage.
Sure.
But then, of course, you'll have it for rage. I rolled 5, so you'll have that for your rage. And that's your bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Oh, that's how much damage you did by landing on top of him?
That's how much damage Thruck took for falling 20 feet.
Oh.
Worth it.
Yeah.
He landed on top of the dude, right?
Did you?
Yeah. The intention is to bring the hammer down on his head while I land on somewhere on his body.
Okay. Well, then he will take the same damage you took.
Okay.
And then you'll do your attack.
Yeah, this is obviously reckless. So I don't even feel like I have to call it. But 23 to hit with that.
Yeah.
And gonna do let's see. Oh, yeah, perfect. That'd be 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Well, I said, well, you hurt him pretty bad. He's not.
Yeah, 19 points of bludgeoning damage, and then Brock leans down in his face and goes, "Grrr."
Okay, and another 3 for fire damage, which is also going to hit the prone wolf over here and one of Avon's summoned wolves. So.
Sorry,
It's fine.
No, you're not. You don't even think about it.
yeah, you're right. I don't think about it.
So
you do to us all the time.
let's call that wolf number 1 that's down 3 hit points.
Okay.
If you'll track those for me, I will keep track of which is which on the board.
Just wanted to get down to the party.
Yeah. All right. That was Throck. Well done. Quite a turn. Zelios, it's your turn now. You're still up on top of the wagon. It's not quite this tall. This is the only sort of vehicle that I have in miniature, but you guys have more of an open wagon, not this covered wagon thing.
All right. Well, I'm going to aim a Chaos Bolt at one of the down wolfmen.
Okay, there are 3 down. There's this one that the wolves brought down, this one that missed his jump at Daro, and this one that Throck just took down. The closest is the one that the wolves brought down. Is that who you're aiming at?
I kind of want to hit the one that. I kind of want to hit the one that fell. Kind of want to hit the one that fell down.
Okay.
Just so if I hit him, it will be kind of like he's in mid fall, and I hit him as he was going down.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to use luck on that one.
Okay.
For sure. I don't get any advantage because he's on the floor, do I?
No, actually, ranged. Well, we'll cancel it out because he's got enemies all around him. But typically, ranged attacks actually have disadvantage against prone enemies. Melee attacks have advantage.
Okay. All right, well, use my luck. Nice. Okay, that's going to be like 23 to hit.
Yep, that's a hit.
And it's going to be... All right, this one's going to be force damage.
Okay.
And so, 14 damage.
All right.
So it'll be cool if I was hitting him so he's going down. I use force to hit him hard on the floor.
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what happens while he's also being savaged by wolves. So, from your perspective, Zelios, you leap off your horse, vault onto this cart, do the first Chaos Bolt on the guy who was up here. He bursts into flames, and then an arrow hits him, and he dies. And then before, even while you're turning to cast your second Chaos Bolt, Throck is riding this other guy to the ground, and Rod's making his snarky comment in the back of your head, and then your other Chaos Bolt goes off and smashes this guy right into the ground while the wolves all maul his flesh into the mud, and he yet moves.
Okay. All right, that's my turn.
All right, so
That was good.
Mm-hmm.
this guy's going to stand up. Throck, you are not able to stay on top of him. You don't fall prone, but you fall off of him. And
Yeah, that's
he is going to take a snap at you with his jaws. That is a crit.
okay. Ouch.
Yeah. So what is the crit? This is the second crit against Throck this combat.
Yeah.
I feel like there's some gods in this world out to get Throck right now.
Yeah.
Just in general.
So it's only 13 piercing, even with the crit.
Okay.
And you will now make a Constitution saving throw again.
Wait, so it's wait, hang on. Sorry, say again.
13 piercing
Okay.
and a con save.
Dokie. Oh yeah. Nope. 21.
Okay, so again, this guy bites you. Again, you feel this powerful evil coming through his teeth, but it does not overcome your resistance. And then he claws at you for 14. Does that hit?
Nope.
Okay.
He just sort of gently sets off the wind chimes.
Yeah. Oh man, I forgot about the wind chimes for a second.
I'm so glad you.
I will never let you forget the wind chimes.
I'm so glad you put that in there.
Outstanding. Okay. So that was one. Then the next guy gets up, and he's going to take a swipe at wolf number 1. Well, he's gonna bite wolf number 1 back. That's a 21 to hit the wolf. So the wolf is gonna take 6 piercing.
Okay.
And it does not make a con save, for it is not a humanoid. And then the claw is coming for the same wolf. That landed cocked. 19 to hit. So he's going to take another 7 slashing.
That wolf is down.
He's gone. He poofs into a cloud of whatever wolves turn into.
Ravens?
Sure. Well, you didn't use the Staff of Ravens to cast this one.
No, I did not.
So I guess maybe ravens anyway. I don't know.
Still power bestowed by the Raven Queen. So
That's true. Yeah, all of Oven's magic comes through that. So his turn's over, and now this guy's going to do the same thing. He's going to stand up, and he will attack. Let's call that wolf number 5 with a bite for 10. 10 doesn't hit, does it?
Nope.
And a claw for 21. So that's going to be 7 slashing to wolf number 5. And then Darrow gets a turn.
I do?
Yeah, this is you.
I thought you guys would have wiped him out by now.
That's your horse. You're on it.
I'm just derping back there. I can't actually see it where the camera angle is, but I'm going to move over to where the unicorn is anyway.
Okay, so you can come around. Zalios' horse is just in the back chilling. You go around it. And there's...
And then... let's stay on horseback. Can I go to the other side of the unicorn so I have a clear view of all 3 of them?
Yes.
I'll probably just... I still get flanking with the wolves, right?
You mean sneak attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, you will. It only requires that an enemy of the target be adjacent. It doesn't even have to be a friend of yours. It just has to be an enemy of the target.
It's good to remember.
Yeah.
Great. I'm just going to take a shot at... Yeah, the closest one. The guy that's fighting all the wolves.
Okay. Get a little bit brighter light on him.
Yeah. Ooh, that one is not that great.
Here's the moonlight. Full moon, by the way, in case nobody guessed that.
16 to hit.
That's a hit.
Oh, wow. Okay. Great. I actually wasn't expecting that. Damage will be in the millions. The exact same damage as last time, 19.
Millions. I don't know why that's cracking me up right now. Okay. So you managed to put an arrow right into this one's chest. He doesn't drop, but he's pretty hurt by it.
Sick. Great. Yeah, I don't really have any bonus actions, so that's all. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm just enjoying this horseback archery. I've never done it before.
Yeah, apparently you're really good at it. Darrow can only shoot a bow when he's on a horse.
You should do that all the time.
It's the elf in you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's this coming from? My ears are tingling.
That's right, I forgot. Oven, you're up again.
All right, so I am going to have the wolves attack the 2 the 2 werewolves again.
Okay.
And that's 15, 16, so 19, 14, 20, 17, 16. They all hit.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So all of the first 4 hit, you mean, yeah? Or first 3?
All 7 of them hit.
Okay. Well, 3 are going to hit this guy, and 4 are going to hit that guy. So let's roll
1,
damage.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Math. So the 3 hit 1 for 19.
Okay.
Oh,
And the 4 hit the other one for 22.
Okay, he's dead. So the wolves tear him apart, and you see as chunks of his flesh are coming out, and his eyes roll
Yes.
back. He too transforms from this furry monstrosity into a naked man before he is ripped apart and swallowed by your wolves. And that was the wolves' turn. You still have all of your own turn.
Right, but the second one, so they've only killed 1, right?
Yep.
So the second one is going to need to make those con saves.
Good point. Well, he fails the first one, so he's down.
And for my turn, I am going to not use Ice Knife, because that would be bad. How far away from me is that wolf that wolfman that's surrounded by my wolves? The one that's prone.
I'm trying to get a better angle here. From you, he is actually pretty much exactly 30 feet.
Cool. I'm actually going to use
I'm just moving the wagon
raw.
so you can see.
Okay.
But the wagon is still there. There's the wolf guy.
Cool. I'm going to use frostbite on him.
Okay.
So if you would like to make a con save on that.
Love to. I think he's going to pass. It's 17.
Yeah. But also, I am then going to take my bonus action and use Healing Word on Throck for 10.
You can't do that.
Ooh.
Why? Frostbite is a cantrip.
Yeah, okay. Technically, you would have to do it in the reverse order, but that works. Go ahead.
Got it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
wrong pipe.
Oh, what was the what was the word?
Oh, God, I don't remember.
It must be Hey Monkey Man.
No,
No.
because
Yeah, we know
that's
that's
for...
Monkey Boy was for Zalios.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
No, I think maybe for Throck it was just Throck.
Maybe it was just an angry yell.
Maybe.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good healing word, so it was probably yell.
All right. So yeah, good turn there.
Yeah.
Your wolves did away with an enemy, and you healed an ally. So well done. Now it is Throck's turn again.
Yeah. Throck's just gonna go reckless on the guy right there that is nice and in front of him, or behind him, or the side of him. Anyway.
Reckless on the reckless.
Details. 25 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay. And that is 15 bludgeoning damage.
So you smash his head so hard that your hammer sticks into it. And when he transforms back into human form, he is actually hanging by his crushed skull from your hammer, and you have to shake him off.
Ew.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, he's gone.
And there's a nice clean road to the one laying down on the job.
Against whom you will get advantage. You already have advantage because you're reckless.
Yep, going reckless anyway. So yeah, so 23 to 23 to hit for that. And that is 15. Nope. 16 bludgeoning
He's gone.
to that guy.
Okay. There are no more enemies.
Yeah.
Got him.
So you guys have 4 human corpses. Well, 3 and most of a 4th one, because the wolves were hungry. They are all men. The racial characteristics imply that they are from here, from Lethia. Very pale skin and everything. But that is all you know.
So they don't have any they're completely naked, no pendants or necklaces or anything weird that would
nothing.
identify. Okay.
No, I mean if you want to examine their bodies, you can, but they're not wearing anything.
Yeah, look for tattoos or some sort of indication of where they might have come from.
Okay, roll investigation.
I will investigate. Oh, just a 10.
Okay, all you find is that they all have bite marks, like bite scars on their body somewhere. Well, the 3 who are more or less intact do. The 4th one is mostly bite marks.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Good job, wolves.
All right. So we're a little late for our break. We'll take that now. We'll come back and figure out what you guys want to do next.
All right.
We'll see everyone in 10 minutes. It's 10:33 here, so we'll be back around 10:43. See you soon.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Fun.
Welcome back. Our break
Woo.
has finished. I think we've lost Canuck. We usually do at the break. I'm sure he'll catch up on the replay. If you're still watching, welcome back. When last we left, everyone was examining the bodies of some werewolves,
Yay,
Canuck says he's
Canuck's
here.
actually here.
which is a word you don't know. Oh, Canuck's here. Hey, Canuck. Thought you were leaving.
Not that we're trying to get rid of you or anything.
No, we've been living for the day when Canuck makes it through the whole episode.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Today will be that day.
I'm not 100% sure about this, but if Canuck does make it through the whole episode, it might be the first time anyone has.
No.
Well, I may or
Not
may not
true.
have to get a bottle of champagne. To
'Cause
have,
we're
like,
West
ready to go.
Coast, and people tend to disappear partway through the show.
That's true. True.
My friends generally stay and watch the entire thing.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Oh, I guess I wasn't counting people we personally know.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They have to at least once. All right, so what do you guys want to do? You're still in this valley. You made short work of these creatures. Throck got a couple bites on him, and they're dead.
Yeah.
I think we're just gonna continue. Zelios kind of pays them no mind.
Could we I guess there's no reason for them to be out here. So there's no villages or anything. Never mind. I was gonna like
All right.
send the Raven out and see if there's like a nearby encampment or something where they came from, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
We could, if you're hungry enough. I mean,
No, Throck. No. Not while I'm in here.
For some reason, seeing them naked makes me not want to eat them.
Eat
Well,
what?
wait.
Let's go find some real food.
they don't taste as good with, that other stuff on. So
Fur?
yeah, whatever. But okay. Never mind.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll find some food.
Okay, so you guys are going to continue on?
Yep.
Continuing.
Continue forward.
Okay, well, you get hungrier and hungrier as you go.
Wait, but do we?
Yes. You are low on food. You have the good berry. I guess
The
that'll...
good berry.
Oh, did you what?
Yes. Up to 10 berries appear in our hands. Or in my hand, I guess. So let me go ahead and make us 10 berries. Brock is the only one who got hurt, right?
I took a hit.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The first initial attack. Yeah.
I mean, I would like a berry.
Right. Well, yes. So we each get
want a
one berry.
Sorry.
Yeah, one berry is basically food for a day, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
So one for Raylan, one for me, and then 4 each for Throck and Taro, because
They also heal.
each
a hit
berry
point.
restores 1 hit.
Yep.
Yeah, they restore 1 hit point.
You can just give me one. I think Throck took a lot more hits than I did.
That's true. So then you can split it up amongst yourselves.
All right. I give 3 more to Throck then. He needs his HP more than I do.
So Brock, you get an extra 7.
So what are these?
It's food, Throck. Just eat it.
Put it in your mouth and swallow.
I already ate mine. I was
Just all of them at the same time.
Yep. Pop them all in there and chew.
What color are good berries anyway?
Ovens are black.
Yeah.
They're not shiny black either. They're matte black. No light escapes their surface.
Yes, I like it.
And they taste black.
So they basically look like deer poop or something.
Yeah, but they smell okay. They smell like
I'm sure they
delicious.
smell a lot better than
They smell like delicious black juice.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I realized I meant to say goat
Does
poop.
it-
I don't even know what deer poop looks like. So
Does it leave your mouth black like that chewing gum stuff? Is it?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
No. It leaves your mouth red. Because the
Oh.
inside of them is blood red.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, these berries sound amazingly cool.
Yeah.
Well, I have to make edgelord berries for my little edgelord druid.
I appreciate
Great.
you so much.
Great. Great. That's great.
All right. So you guys get your hit points back and resume on your way. Now this combat happened right around here. And you guys are able to make another, 3 days of travel. The road gets more and more...
So, are we long rested by then?
Yeah. But the road gets more and more difficult, and though the good berries do keep you from starving, there's a difference between a magical non-starvation berry and actually having a belly full of meat. So you're still not. I mean, you're still not. You're fine, but you're just like mentally, you're not really where you would be if you had the food. You are traveling this road. It becomes less and less a road, basically. Right around like a day and a half out from the combat is where you get to hear where there's like another trail branching off to the west here, but you guys are passing that and continuing up north. By the time you get to day 3, it's almost cross-country travel. The road is barely visible at all anymore. And are you raising your hand?
I am.
Yeah.
We have a cart, right?
Yeah.
We have horses.
Oh yeah, I'm aware.
Can I get off my horse, get in the cart, and we have food now?
Yeah.
Yes. But you're going to have to roll animal handling to see if you can make the other horses be chill with it.
I mean, I can take them behind a rock, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you can pull that off. All right, the food problem is solved. You are down 1 horse. Goodbye, unicorn.
I can't help but hear the line from The Lord of the Rings. Meat's back on the menu, boys.
No, I'm enjoying horseback too much to give up my horse.
We still have 1 more horse to give.
Yeah. Well, as I was saying, the road more or less disappears. Travel becomes harsher and harsher, and the air becomes colder and colder as you guys ascend these hills and start to approach into the mountains. At about 3.5 days heading northward, you come to a place where it is sheer cliffs going up. To your right is the river. You're now right next to it. And there is a waterfall about 150 feet coming down to where you're standing. And to continue northward, you will have to scale the cliff.
Which means kill the horses, and we have food.
You're not killing my horse. I'm going to send them back in their freedom.
Yeah, while Daro is saying that, Rod is saying much the same thing to Zalios. That the horse can just be set free, and they're usually good at finding their way home.
So I get off my horse and I give them
wait,
a little spank on the butt to send them down the path back where we came from.
Wait 1 second. Like, how high is the waterfall again?
150 feet.
Okay. Zelios kind of gets off the horse and he says, "You know what? I've been meaning to try something." And he kind of Zelios kind of puts himself near the water, and then you see him. You see his body start to change, and his neck that opens up like these gills on his neck.
Okay.
And he grows like almost like
Web.
like web like hands and feet. And I'm gonna be using basically he's going full water mode.
Okay.
Gonna be using Alter Self, and I'm gonna be turning on Aquatic Adaptation.
Okay.
And this is You adapt your body to any aquatic environment, sprouting gills and growing web between your fingers. You can breathe underwater and gain swimming speed equal to your walking speed.
Cool.
Okay.
It doesn't
He's a
help
fish.
you. Doesn't help you swim up a waterfall, though.
I mean, it can.
No.
It can because no more fish can go up waterfalls too.
No, that's called flying. There
Altogether,
are some kinds of fish like salmon that can jump up rapids. They can swim against the current, but that's different than swimming straight up a waterfall.
But how different?
Well, it's the difference between jumping a few feet and jumping 150 feet.
Well, Zelios is still going to try and see how high he can get.
He gets a few feet.
Here, I have another idea. I got another idea.
Wait, I'm not done trying.
Welcome back, Jay Raven.
Welcome back, yo.
Go
I'm gonna
on.
just wait.
I believe you were saying something, Daro.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, okay. I can move my shadow exactly 150 feet away from me.
Really?
Yep, I can do. It's 120-foot range, and then if it's within the 120 feet, I can move it an additional 30 feet, so I can move it 30 feet out of the range. If I'm reading that right.
120-foot range meaning you can summon him within 120 feet of you?
No, he would have to climb.
Okay.
But he shares all my same stats, so at least if he falls, it's just a shadow.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's great.
If that doesn't work, we can use our pitons.
Pitons.
Piton.
I mean, I'm just going to turn into a giant lizard.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And, well, anyway, I present that idea to the group, and if you guys have better ideas, you all have unique skills and abilities that are awesome, and we have 200 feet of rope between us. I
Wait,
assume.
as a large beast,
Oh, yeah.
what can I carry?
Depends on the beast. Your carry weight is 5 times your strength score if you're a medium creature, 10 times if you are a large creature.
So 150.
Yeah. You're trying to take your horse up, aren't you?
I am not. My horse was eaten, remember?
You're trying
I
to
turned
take
my horse into
a
food for
horse
us.
up, aren't you?
I'm trying to take Throck up and the bags.
So a horse.
And
I mean, Throck can climb. Throck's got the best
you-
athletics check of any of you.
did you say
That's true.
150 pounds is what you can carry? Because that's not going to do it.
Okay. Well, I can carry some. Certainly not going to be able to carry a horse with 150 pounds. Those
Okay.
things are like 1,000 pounds. I can carry someone or something.
I mean, really, you just got to carry a rope up, I guess.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to make sure you
Take
don't.
me 4 turns.
And the lizard has a climbing speed of what?
30 feet.
Okay. If that's what you want to do, then yeah, 4 turns later, you've got a rope at the top.
Cool.
Okay.
Awesome. You didn't even have to check it? Wow. Wow, look at you up there, Luke.
No, yeah.
I love that you made us a cliff and then we just, like, climbed it. Very nice.
Kind of what I told you to do.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought it was going to be more challenging.
Well, we're not up it yet, but
Yeah.
True.
I haven't sent the murder hornets yet.
yeah. And purple worm. Sometimes things. Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Thanks for always being an excellent player, Joshua.
Sorry.
If the rope is secure, I'm gonna give it a tug and then climb up next, I guess.
Okay. What's with the rope? Are you just holding it or what? Oven.
I mean, I'm a lizard, so
Indeed.
yes.
You are a freezing cold lizard, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
You can take the pitons if you want and install them on the way up, Daro.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Is it just done? Do I need to roll something?
No. So if
All right.
you're gonna do it, you manage to. Who's going up next?
I'll go next.
All right. So you guys are coming up along in such manner.
Sure.
And then murder hornets. No.
Murder hornets? No.
What happens instead is that while you guys, Oven's at the top as a lizard, but the rest of you guys are on your way up when all of a sudden the whole cliff suddenly shudders. It's not very strong, but it's enough that it's noticeable, and it's also loud. You hear it like a rumble.
Uh-oh.
No.
Okay, we definitely brace so I don't fall.
Okay.
I mean, we keep climbing, I assume.
Yeah.
All right. So it is that you reach the next level about 10 feet up. And then another violent shudder strikes the cliff. And I will need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, you would.
I
That's why I
know.
wanted to just sit in the shadow.
I definitely would. You guys should not play with me.
Nice. Got a good one.
Thank God I have good dex. 18.
Okay.
Nat 20 for 22.
Oh, wow.
I got 20.
Okay. Everybody hangs on.
That was weird.
And there are a few more little shudders as you progress, but you get 20 feet this time before the next violent one hits. Let's have another dex save from all three of you.
I am so glad that I don't have to do these dex saves.
Oh, okay, that's better. 21 for me.
Okay. Zalios?
11.
Throck?
I'm pretty sure 8.
Okay, so
Oh wait. Yeah, probably so, because I don't think Danger Sense really works on that.
okay.
You gotta see it or hear it coming.
Yeah. Zalios, with your 11, you are going to fall 20 feet and take 2d6 bludgeoning before you manage to catch yourself on a ledge. So that's 4 bludgeoning for you. Throck.
Do we get advantage for the pitons or anything?
No. Throck,
Okay.
for your 8, you are going to fall 40 feet
Ouch.
and take 9 bludgeoning because that's how D&D math works.
Yeah.
Also, it's Throck.
Yeah.
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 You're down here now. Okay. So,
Okay.
and Daro, you do not fall.
I mean, good.
Oven,
Yes.
up there on your little perch. No, it looks like a narrowing tower, but it's actually a wide cliff up there. It is so cold, you are seeing something that you have actually not seen before with your own eyes, which is snow. Little patches of it on the ground. You're kind of just in that area where it's like patches of snow mixed with the dirt. But while you're taking this in, you are also perceiving these shuddering vibrations in the ground. And behind you, there are all these tall evergreen trees. And you start to think that you can see some of them bending back and forth, moving in the distance. Not the ones closest to you, but some of the treetops in the back. And then, Daro, are you continuing up?
As long as there's not like giant cats roaming around everywhere.
There are no giant cats roaming around everywhere. That's all in your head. Daro makes it to the top. Zelios and Thrak, I assume you continue to climb as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, this is that. It's really strange. I've never seen a cliff get bigger and smaller and bigger and smaller and.
Yeah, it's weird, huh?
Weird. Yeah. It doesn't usually shake when I climb though either.
Well, you make it 20 feet. Give me another deck save.
Go.
Daro, you are at the top. You don't have to do it now.
That
Yay.
one. Or
Oh,
three.
Jeez.
Well, I'm going to use a luck point on mine.
Okay.
Because I also rolled a 1.
Oh, your goodness.
Oh, that's good.
What is it with your luck point?
I got 13.
Okay, you're going to fail, but not as bad as Thrak did. You're going to fall 20 feet again. Zelios, your damage is 8.
Yeah.
Thrak's...
You know, Thrak's going to get angry enough to rage on his way down.
Okay, well, take half of 15 then.
Oh.
Yeah, this
So-
time.
You
So
guys...
he explodes on the way down.
Yeah, you guys hear this yell as Thrak falls off the cliff again, and you're looking over the edge and you just see this falling explosion. And then it's like a cartoon when Thrak hits the very bottom, and it's like Wile E. Coyote when he goes out of sight first and then there's a cloud of dust. That's what you see.
Yeah, and then Thrak immediately stands up and attacks the mountain.
Okay, there's another shutter. No, I'm just kidding.
Just slams his maul into it. Anyway.
All right. So, Zelios, you managed to get all the way to the top before there are any more shutters. Thrak, you managed to scale 40 feet before the next one hits. So I'm going to have you make one more deck save.
Ah. What is the deal here? Wow. All right. Just slightly better with a 4.
Okay. So I'm going to be nice and knock you down another 20 feet. You're going to take 5 bludgeoning, at which point your friends can help pull the rope up. Actually, they can't because of the pitons, but you make it.
That's the only reason I haven't offered.
Yeah. You make it to the top. The shutters begin to recede, become less violent, and they no longer shake you off. And by the time you get to the top, you guys are all in this snowy, dirty landscape that Oven was experiencing a moment ago. And the river is still alongside you.
I'm definitely wrapping up in my fur coat, or my fur cloak.
Okay.
Oven is sticking her tongue out into the snow just to taste it.
Okay.
Like, what is this? A true Jack Skellington moment.
What is this?
I also put
No,
on the fur clothes as it gets colder.
Okay.
I am also going to pop out of very cold-blooded, slowly freezing to death lizard and add some layers of furs.
All right.
And
Good idea.
while I'm at it, I'm going to produce a flame just to warm me up.
Okay. Well, you successfully do all of those things. You guys are clothed in furs and able to continue on your journey. You no longer have any horses or a wagon, but you have infinity good berries.
It's true. It's a good spell to have right now.
Yeah.
What's the landscape beyond where we're at now?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead,
Very
Brock.
good spell.
Beyond, all you see is trees, the tops of which are frosted, and like I said to Oven, lots of snow mixed in with the dirt. The ground is hard and icy. There's an evergreen forest that you guys are preparing to enter if you continue north, and the ground continues to slope upward towards the distance where you see jagged mountain peaks.
I guess we're going that direction.
Okay.
I have no problem with that.
Throck kind of takes out the medallion of cord.
All right.
Just kind of feels it and holds it up, looks at it. Jotunheim.
It vibrates. And this time it vibrates so obviously that it makes a sound that everyone can hear. Like a ringing sound, like a very low-pitched tuning fork.
Okay.
Good. I'm glad you described the sound. I was thinking a different kind of vibrate.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I figured out why the mountain kept shaking.
Are you talking to us?
No, he actually Throck just said it out loud just for fun. Not even necessarily to anybody. She's trying to figure out why he kept falling off the mountain.
Yeah, you. I'll stop and turn to him. You okay there? You took a few spills.
Yeah, I used to mountains that shake.
I mean, you were pretty much on the plains, right, growing your whole life. So I guess you're not too familiar with mountains in general.
Yeah, do they all do that?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Huh. Is it just the brown ones?
So far it's only this one.
What's this stuff that's up here? Snow.
Snow. I've seen snow before, right?
Yeah, you have. It does not snow on the Untamed Steppes. But
yeah, I didn't think so.
it probably does in the winter, sometimes in the early morning, like frost on the grass. So you have some frame of reference for really cold, and then there's ice.
Okay.
You know when it rains The only difference here is it's so cold that instead of frosting on the ground, it frosts in the sky, and then it comes down as frost.
So the sky falls.
Yep. And I'm just gonna walk.
So the sky
I mean, I'm not gonna walk away. I'm just gonna walk. Keep going.
hits the ground so hard that it turns to powder.
The water from the sky falls. Yes.
Wait, there's water in the sky.
That's where the rain comes from.
Okay, Dar, I got level with you. I've never really thought about that before.
All right, so you guys push forward through the forest. It gets denser and denser. There is no longer any visible path or any sign that any civilized person has been this way before. The undergrowth of the forest is daunting to the point where the pace of your journey is slowed to about a quarter of what you would do down on the ground, even cross country.
Mm-hmm.
But after another 2 days of pushing through this frozen, steep, overgrown wilderness, you finally see something that convinces you you are in the right place. Darrow, the guide, roll a d8 for your arrival roll.
A date.
Oh.
I'm rolling blue because it's snowing. 6.
Okay. Well, the weather has been bad. The terrain has been horrible. You've been out of food. You were wounded by strange beastmen on the road. And you are in a terrible, foul mood. And when you come out of the trees and look up, you see something that suddenly stops all of your bickering and complaining, 50% of which was happening inside Zelios' head. But not all, just half. When you arrive out of the trees, you look up and see you see a path where the dirt that has been intermingled with snow begins to be overtaken completely by snow. And right at just a few yards away from you, there is a wall of ice with a break in it that this path leads in between, right beneath an archway made entirely of ice. But closer than that, almost right in front of you, are 2 massive stone pillars, one cracked and breaking, and the other standing straight, both with the faces of gigantic humanoid figures carved into them, as though they are remnants of some ancient statue. This is what you see as you exit the forest.
Wow.
Wow, that was great.
I know.
Wait, that's so good. It doesn't even. I thought it was an actual image for a second.
Yeah. For a second, I thought someone drew that.
I made this many months ago. It was a contest entry. It didn't win.
Wow.
It's been hiding.
Should've.
It's been hiding in the cabinet. And of course, you guys get to Jotunheim and you're not here. But here it is.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm still enjoying
Like
it.
a picture of it just right there with us in front of it. That'd be, yeah.
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 Well, we'll
really
screenshot
cool.
it. Anyway, so yeah, this is what you guys see. This is the entrance to the land of the giants. And as you stand staring at this daunting pathway into the bitter frost, the ground shudders and shakes again. And out from the wall of ice comes this massive being whose very footsteps shake the earth. And he looks down at all of you and says, "What do you mean here?" And that is where we're
Shall
gonna.
not pass.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna stop for the week.
Dang.
Yes. Oh, that's epic.
Finally. Oh, I've been waiting
I
for
kind of
this.
want to fight it just to like fight a giant.
No. No.
All right, guys. Well, good job.
Good job.
Many months ago, you promised to come to Jotunheim, and lo, you have accomplished it. Good luck.
Almost a year.
I know.
Has it been that long? Wow, it's been a long journey.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's a
Been
long
a
way
long
there.
time coming.
So,
Thank God.
The contest that I entered this in, by the way, the crafting contest, was the requirement. It's a monthly thing on the Tabletop Crafters Guild. The requirement that month was you have to use sand in your piece somewhere. So I actually used two types of sand. I used regular coarse brown sand for that part, and then the snow is like this white play sand that I found.
Wow.
So I was proud of myself for turning sand into snow, but some of the other entries were clearly better. So I was not at all upset not to win. But I was still proud.
amazing.
I was still proud of what I did.
yeah,
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, I really like it.
Thank you. Yeah, this is Dollar Tree plastic dolls that I just took the heads off of, and then I stuck them in these foam pillars, and glued like a pillar on top and bottom, and then filled it with putty and stuff. So,
Nice.
Nice.
yeah.
that's why they look so creepy.
Yes.
Yep.
It's good.
They look way
That's
too
fun.
happy to be statues.
Anyway,
Do we
this
do we even still have the scroll from the first episode?
Yes, I do.
Oven has it. Yeah.
Good. Okay. All right. Don't
Yeah.
forget about that next week.
And
Also, just wanna
remember,
point out that Canuck stayed the whole time.
Canuck. Well done.
You're
Thank you so much for hanging in there and lasting our entire stream. For the rest of you, Canuck already knows because he's in our Discord, which is why we know him. But for the rest of you, come by our Discord. There is a link below the video. Whether you are on YouTube or Twitch watching this, there is a Discord link below the video. Come join us. We love talking to our viewers. And whether you make it to the Discord or not, please come back next week for our live stream. We are every Friday on twitch.tv/Shadows of Archonia at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. I know that's too late for most of the world, but drink some coffee. That's what we do. All right, so we'll see everyone next week. Thank you for watching.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
See you next week.